even joking when we could literally say welcome home. It's such a homely feeling here in Rome for ABB FIA Formula E. We've been coming here now for about 7 years, and every single time we come here, the championship always seems to change. Good afternoon, everybody, across JB Motorsports on YouTube and Twitch, and welcome to watch-along coverage of the first session of the weekend. We had the rookies out earlier on as well doing their stuff. Now it's all ready to go as we're going to be in for 30 minutes with the proper drivers heading out onto the course. You can see the track there just alongside us as well. It is slightly different to what we've had before, but it is a brilliant track nonetheless. Attack mode round the outside of turn 15 at the hairpin as well. Start line at turn 3 to 4 changed from where it used to be down at turn 7 as well. We tried that 1 year, had to stop behind the safety car because it rained and it was so unsafe. So they've changed it. It all looks now differently around. But we're here in Italy, in Rome. And as we begin to build up, such a vibrant city, deep in religion, deep in history, Rome is where gladiators are made. And now it's electric energy for rounds 13 and 14 of the championship to take part. And also our first weekend permanently on Twitch and on YouTube. So it's all going well, it's all looking well, and welcome to everybody who's watching us for this watch along with our driver tracker, as well as all the timing screens available. Here's the rounds then of what we've done. 2 weekends left, a double-header here in Rome, and then a double-header in London at the end of the month, the 30th and the 31st of July. But so far this season, the championship has zigzagged among everybody. Formula E has been so unpredictable. In the first half of the year, Pascal Wehrlein and Jake Dennis, they were dominating as well. So much pace in that Porsche powertrain. Then in Hyderabad, Verne took the victory for DS. Cape Town went back to Da Costa, then Evans went on a run. New Zealand won 4 in a row, 2 for Evans, Sao Paulo in the first, Berlin, Cassidy, Berlin 2 and Monaco. Then Wehrlein got it back for Porsche powertrains. Gunther got one in the second race in Jakarta, Maserati's first win since the 1950s. And then last time out, Cassidy took victory as well in Portland in that powertrain race. Are we going to be in for the same thing here today? Well, the drivers came in all fresh and ready. Maximilian Gunther, there we see as well, coming in with Mitch Evans. Sam Bird, who's now been not driving with the team next year. It's not been 100% confirmed yet, but it looks like Sam Bird is leaving Formula E or going to another team after the Jaguar TCS Racing has gone for an all Kiwi lineup as well going forward. Here's the Drivers' Championship then. Just a couple of points between them. Jake Dennis for Great Britain leads the way, 154 points. Nick Cassidy has clawed his way up. He's now at 153. Pascal Wehrlein has 138. Mitch Evans, 122. Verne, 97. Da Costa, 93. 78 for Gunther. 72 Buemi. Bird and Hughes rounds out the top 10. Only 2 points for Nico Muller as well. He hasn't done that well this season. Friends only 6. Roland 9. Seta Camera on 10. Mortara 17. Tinktum 18 as well. But Van Dorn, last year's champion, outside of the top 10. A really worrying time for him as he switched to the DS Penske powertrain option. Teams Championship, close again. Porsche lead 231. Envision on 225. Jaguar have 184 to their name as well. Avalanche Andretti 177, DS Penske 139 as well in the top 5. Well, if you're watching us on live on YouTube on JB Motorsports 2, welcome. We're here for the weekend for Formula E. If you're watching us on delay on the JB Motorsports 1, hello, welcome. We're recording and uploading them as we did a couple of weeks ago. And if you're watching us live on Twitch, well, this is the place to be from now on as well as we go forward. JB Motorsports will be always on Twitch and will also then be dual broadcasting with the new multi-feature we've got here as well. So many backups as well. As we take a look at this 3.385 kilometre circuit, 19 turns in total, as you can see on your driver tracker, and it all starts down at turn number 1 as well. That's the first one, sort of a sweep downhill into a curve at 2, and then it sweeps into 3 and very tight, heavy braking zone around the city streets. It's just an unbelievable circuit. And it's unbelievably brilliant. The first session is due underway in around about 8 seconds time. You can see that green light go on at the top of the timing tower in around about 3, 2, 1. And the green light goes on. We are underway for the first practice session for round 13 here of the Rome Prix. Track temperature 49 degrees, air temperature 31 degrees, 61% humidity at the moment, 3km/h wind speed. Hughes, Gunther, Bird, Boemi, Cassie Mortal, they're all now leaving the pit lane, as you can see, and they all begin to venture out. First time at full power, they have unlimited reactions of what they can and can't do, so it is completely up to them where they need to be and what they have to do, as it will sweep back in. And Rome electrified, as the sayings around the outside. There's the ABB branding coming into turns 5, exit 4, so that's turn 1 effectively for the race tomorrow. 5, 6 always swings back ahead. Breaking zone for turn 7, we've been seeing a lot of drivers sort of locking up and going straight on. Just this morning in the rookies practice session, Danny Kvyat went straight on. A lot of foliage on the exit of this course here as well, as we see the traffic lights, as we get Hughes coming into the braking zone. And Rene Rast just behind his teammate as well. The two McLarens out first of all here, as they will sweep back up. Several other cars taking their advantage here, and just seeing, let's hear from Bird.
He loves throwing the car around. Would be great to see him up front again as we hear radio from him.
So the two divisions behind you are doing the same as you, out prep push.
So that's just Bird being told that the two cars ahead of him doing exactly the same thing, beginning to push, going away to push, all like a to and throw machine as well. So it's getting the pace, getting the time differential between them. 28 minutes to go in this first session. Cars warming their tyres. Very hard to get temperature into these Hancooks as we sweep around the hairpin at turn 15. And a few drivers trying out the attack mode. It's such a offline attack mode here. You've got to really commit to the dirty line quite early on. And it is going to affect a lot of the racing tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. As the action then, first power laps begin. We'll keep an eye on them on the Delta times up here in the comms box. As Jake Hughes already with the finish line, of course, being the control line where you've seen your timing tower. That's where we're going to get our first run-throughs. So 15 seconds already by the time we come down towards turn 1. First second time for Hughes, 27.814. And finding the pace as he swings the car around into turn 6 and 7, down towards the braking zone. Does he get it stopped? Yes, he does. Lightly touches the brake, turns the car in, sort of with a guider, keeps it through. We're on board with him now as he rounds 8, 9, 10, 11, switches back through past as well the Polizia. Now into the trickiest part of the track. I don't like this as well. Exit 10, 11, rejoin the old circuit. Turn 12 and 13, the useless chicane in my opinion. That one day we're going to have a horrible accident at this part of the track as they try and flick each other in. It's going to be a horrible segment to get right. Second sector though, he's fastest, Hughes. It is 35.829, but Dennis, 25.570 first sector. And then a 34.8, but the full course yellow has come out, which is the full course yellow test, which is done by the race director.
Typically means that it's their what
Scott
they do in the race,
Elkins.
so the lifting phase of the brake.
So I thought we're going to hear from them, we haven't, but Scott Elkins, the race director, dictates when we go to full course yellow for the procedural test. So this is just getting it sort of, I don't want to say spot on, but it is getting it right as we take a look at him there in all the action and all the glory. Having to take through. Race control here, just a little porter cabin this weekend. So their first lap times getting lost on the Deltas is never good. Hughes time first up, 2-minute 1.459. Now in the rookie sessions we were doing around about a 144.3, so we should be seeing this time improving. Let's hear from race control.
Right in the championship fight, so anything like
as we go back to green. Okay, haven't heard from him. Well, green flag running again then. More Hughes, Ras, Mortara, top 3. As we see Monlinger, Griffiths, Felipe, Barkley, Turvey, James, Rossiter and Velope as well, all the team principals out there. Oliver Turvey, of course, the DS Penske team principal in a new role this weekend, which it's interesting. It's interesting. That's always a question I want to sort of share out. Let's hear from Dennis.
As to whether he is going to be on the grid next year for the team radio.
Yeah, a bit of team radio that they're saying that lots are saying that the car's dragging along the floor there, which is an interesting one. Still a lot of action to come through. Oh, Megan Birch has walked into the side of the commentary box, joins us in the team this weekend. Lotterer, first sector, 25.441. Mortara, though, second sector, 34.174. Don't worry, Megan, you'll like this one. Not a lot of noise. So, yeah, good. Don't have that. Have your chair. Just move that one over there. I'll move that around. Have your chair, by all means, up here in the box. And how are you? You doing well?
I had coffee earlier, so I'm happier.
Always going to have the coffee. Formula E, not a lot of noise, more of the whining, and yeah, what do you think about it? It's looking good so far at Rome. A track that, when I told you, when I said, could you fill in this weekend, you said, what's it like? And I said, well, imagine Monaco on steroids. That's pretty much what this is. It's always a balmy track.
And it's got beautiful landscape.
It really does, doesn't it? It's a fun little adventure track.
Look at that in the background. It's just like a really nice ruin.
We're about 5 minutes away from the Colosseum as well. 5 minutes away from the Colosseum. 5 minutes on this track. Unbelievable, isn't it?
I'd purposely crash just so I can go to the Colosseum.
Jarvis had that a lot yesterday, so that's not too bad coming through. It's not too bad. It's getting okay. It's getting decent, I would say. Unfortunately, though, on JB Motorsports 2, we've got no viewers, and on Twitch, it's not doing too much better. So thank you to YouTube for blocking us on our main channel till Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that brilliant, eh? But
how lovely.
At least at Twitch, we can start to make our home. So, yeah, as well. We can get the best of both worlds, and I'm sure we'll have a lot going into tomorrow, which is always the more interesting thing. Evans, 142.965 has gone fast. Slaughter a second, Bird third, Gunther fourth. However, at least I know we're not talking to ourselves here, because we have got viewers on Twitch as well.
We should really have the second channel in.
It is. It was, but it's going there. But if you go on community, you can find it. There you go. Look, all the links are there. But yeah, it's all looking good. Because we're re-streaming, of course, on JB Motorsports 1 later on. So everyone's sort of seeing this straight after we finished. If you're watching this, we're on JB Motorsports 2 live this weekend, up until the IndyCar race on Sunday, which we'll co-stream across Twitch and the main YouTube, which we can't wait for, can we? Just to get our main channel back. We'll sort of sacrifice. Oh, hello, Dennis is under investigation for overspeeding under the full course yellow. So he's got a bit of a naughty boy award coming through. He will get told off about that. Sebastian Buemi gone fastest with a 142.483, 2 seconds faster than the rookies managed earlier on today, about 2 hours ago on the same track surface. So you can see how much Buemi's running. Cassidy coming through now across the last corner.
Vision are doing well.
Vision are doing well. First sector good for Cassidy, second sector good across the line, and Cassidy goes second on a 142.808. So he's done a great time there. Tictum's gone 10th. Fastest as well, so the first session just getting a bit calmer, but you can see in your race to control message. Oh, let's hear from Mitch Evans.
Yeah, sorry, I had turn 6. I had a bumper fall.
Okay.
Yeah, so just saying that a little bit from Evans, a bit of a bump or brawl coming through turn 6. That's the fast understill on the track here. We're coming towards it now, actually, with Gunther on the timing screen. This is turn 6 and 7, and the massive sort of under view you get. Watch this massive bump you're going to hit just over the top, and it just unsettles the car into the braking zone. We often see cars go straight on down at turn 7.
I am honestly not that surprised.
That was the 16, Buemi getting out of the way of Gunther, and he's got the 37 of Cassidy just ahead of him.
This is a nice place.
It's nice, isn't it, Rome? It's nice and calm.
Rome is nice.
Rome is nice. Rome is brilliant, to be fair. Gotta love Rome.
Why can't a lot more countries have this, or is it just in their city, just like better architecture.
Well, I've always wanted a race in Greece. In one of the ancient Greece areas.
I love Greece.
Athens. A race in Athens would be brilliant. It's possible. I'd love a race in Athens as well. Call it the Olympic Grand Prix or something or other. Or if you've got the right to use the Olympic name, because some of them don't. But still, that in essence would be absolutely fantastic.
Oh, you call it the Olympus.
The Olympus Grand Prix. That's
like
a good,
Mount Olympus.
Yeah, that's brilliant. See, look, there you go, Formula. We've got a race for you as well. We're helping.
Yeah. I wonder if I was going up the mountain then.
Yeah, Gunther's gone fastest as well. Joshua, we've replied to ourselves. How's that happened? Is that you, Omi? Hello, Omi, if it is you. Because
Either that or the future is
JB
really...
Motorsports 2. Hi, Josh.
Paul.
I just realised I'm on this account. It's you, Omi, isn't it? Hello, Omi. Nice to see you, Omi. Omi's been doing... yes. Hi, Omi. I'm not just talking to myself there. That's Omi in the JB chat. Gunther top, then immediately Bird top, then immediately Verline top. 141.935.
Who's going to be next?
That is the 27th. So is that Dennis coming? Yes, Jake
The
Dennis.
camera only went up a little bit.
Cassidy radio.
So we just listen to this
I
real
feel
quick.
very weak entry of 12 with the rear. Want to turn in sharper, but I don't feel the rear is stable.
Yes, sir.
Cassie doesn't think the rear is stable. He's having a lot of roads to come into 12.
Okay.
And that's difficult because 12 and 13, I don't think you've seen it on the stream yet, Megan, but it's a very quick flick over a chicane. And it's very dangerous. So get that wrong and it's going to cause a lot of issues.
There's trees in
Through.
it.
There's Omi. Let's try again. Hello, Omi. Nice to see you as I come through. As Megan's in the comments box with us this weekend. I'm looking forward to IndyCar later, where
These
I've got to
screens
start
are
talking.
bright.
Yeah. So what?
These screens are bright.
What do you mean these? Hang on a minute. I think I know why you're having a bit of an issue there. If I do that might help.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've got the other light on as well, blurring down at us.
Yeah, that was kind of slightly in my eye line.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's looking good.
That was a weird angle from the TV pictures there.
Yeah,
I think it looked pink.
and it is coming from the Jaguar TCS of Sam Bird, who's coming through 12 and 13. Now he's coming down out of 14 towards the hairpin of 15. The long sweep up. There's James Barkley watching on. Sebastian Wembley's looking good as Bird comes down to 16.
Buemi looks like he's about to top the session. Yes, he has. He's just gone top with a 141.738.
Omi's just telling us on JB Motorsports 2 that the Porsche highlights will be out today. Amazing work that Omi's done as well to get all the coverage from last weekend in highlights. JB Motorsports 2 this weekend has live coverage of Formula E. The full sessions will be uploaded to JB Motorsports 1. And then with IndyCar practice and qualifying live on JB Motorsports 2. The race on Sunday is live on the main JB Motorsports YouTube channel. And all of it is airing on Twitch. So if you're watching us on Twitch, you don't have to go anywhere. Just stay with us throughout the weekend for Formula E and IndyCar action. And we'll be very delighted to have you throughout as well. And then we'll save them on Twitch as well. And eventually we'll get to upload them all to this year. Because that's what we're going to do next week. Next Tuesday, we are uploading some other things as well on the run-up for Formula E. We're looking at everything else. It's all going to be good. And you can upload, once you become a Twitch affiliate, you can upload videos to Twitch. So we'll just do everything from this year again and put it on there. And we'll have everything to come through. Omi says, luckily I was able to get F2 done yesterday due to no PSGL for me. I know, I saw that. That there was no one to do the streaming as well. How unfair, but don't worry. I mean, you'll get there and get to do it eventually. Maybe go to F4 or something instead of F5. That's where you are. There's Neo333 looking on. Mortara's gone top, by the way, on a 141.297. I wonder if we can break the 140s in this first practice session. They're not going full power yet. They're not going 350 kilowatts yet. They're only going 300.
For the Mexican
Kicks
driver.
it.
The systems are controlling the rear of the car very well at all.
He says Las Vegas next week. Yeah, for PSGL. A race that I'm going to miss. I'm not doing
Casino?
PSGL. Yes, yeah. I'm not doing PSGL this season. In fact, I've taken a couple of weeks off of esports completely. But I will be back with PSGL next season.
Because I think we need sleep.
Yeah, I need to get everything sorted with the YouTube and Twitch channels and get all that copyright issues sorted, and then I'll come back.
And you need sleep.
Yes, I need to rest because it's the busiest time of the year, isn't it? This
Exactly
one.
why I say you need sleep.
I know. But for those of you
I have
unaware,
no idea how much I go on about this.
it is a really bad problem as well because it's constant. Let's have a tip to him again.
From Dan.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great. It just feels like the rears are not being caught at the apex or just before. That just doesn't feel very good.
Tictum saying that he doesn't sound very good. The car's just not being caught at the apex. This is him down to the braking zone at turn 6. And you can see him going to the rear, stepping out on the braking.
It is.
These are powerful cars. They're heavy cars as well. So if you hit the brakes, it's front and rear brake energy to recharge the battery. If they're locking, you can have a huge accident. Look how much easier as well. That's Sergio said in camera. His team. That's the other one. His teammate down at 12 and 13, and he's having a similar issue as well. So
I can imagine that if they race at the circuit a lot, it'd have to be paved a very high amount of the time.
yeah. Is Ben there this week? Saw something on Twitter. Is there someone else commentator coming or with Ben? No, Ben Edwards is at the Festival of Speed this weekend because he's contracted to Goodwood. So he is not here. It's Tom Brooks who is here. Yellow at turn 7, and this is turn 7. So what are we seeing? That's why. Lock up, straight on, and a nice little flick around. That's
perfectly
sweet.
avoided.
From the number 13 out there as well. So that is going to be Antonio Felix da Costa in a Tag-Heuer Porsche.
Also, that sound was satisfying.
It was brilliant. Let's listen to it again. Locks up the rear. Hits the regen. And round he goes.
He narrowly misses hitting the barrier.
Oh, that was sweet. Just literally a perfect 360 from a lock-up straight down turn 7. So well done, da Costa. Team Principal's happy with that one, I think, that he didn't damage it. The Floridian Moldlinger as well. As you can hear Tom Brooks in the background.
He's like, thank you for not causing a red.
Yeah. Let's hear from da Costa.
I prefer not to do any changes unless you require any big one.
Agreed.
Yeah, there you hear.
Yeah, so they're okay for that. Megan's back with us for qualifying in the E-Prix tomorrow, and then with us for IndyCar on Sunday as well. Don't know what you're doing for IndyCar qualifying though, if you're around. It's a very chill weekend.
I do not know.
Yeah.
Because I also need sleep.
Yes. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I've been up early for too many days.
I know, but Megan, you did go to sleep at 3 a.m. last night because you thought there might be a burglar across the street. Despite the fact that they live there now. They're back.
I don't care. Burglars break in sometimes when there's people inside the house.
I know, but I've never known a burglar to do it, at the end of the... Oh, never mind. Omi says, I've been absolutely soaked over the last few days, and is it even summer? I know it's been raining. Was it raining outside when you came to the commentary box?
Yes.
It was raining when I came to the commentary box as well. Norman Nato for Nissan is looking fantastic here. Perfect sectors 1 and 2 across the line and goes fastest by a tenth of a second. So Norman Nato with a 141.180 jumps up to the top of the board. So an interesting little time there. This is Antonio Felix da Costa now. Look over that nasty bump into turn 7. Locks the rears. Is this going to be, Pascal likes pineapple pizza. Oh, Porsche really going for Verline today. So Pascal likes pineapple pizza is on Antonio Felix da Costa's cars.
And at Rome.
Yeah, I wonder
In
what...
Italy, you dare to say that?
I wonder what...
Is he trying to get a flat tyre through someone cutting his brakes?
Yeah, but I wonder what's on Pascal's car. What is Pascal's car? That's something that...
I don't know, probably breaking spaghetti is fun.
And Antonio breaks the spaghetti. I bet that's it. I want us to have a look now and see what's on Pascal Verline's car. I'm sure we'll see an onboard of it somewhere throughout the weekend.
Both things are going to get things thrown at you.
I want to see it. I do want to see it now. That's going to look a lot of fun. Vern is coming across the line. He was slow in the second sector. Picks up in the third, though. And he does a 8th fastest time. Does Jean-Eric Vern. He goes with a 142.001.
You don't break the spaghetti. You stand it up like this.
And let it melt in.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
That's how you do spaghetti.
Do you know how you get a perfect thing of spaghetti?
I'm not sure.
Neither do I.
Well, ask Noemi.
That's how I was asking you the question. Do you know? I don't know.
I'll ask her. I mean, she's Italian.
I want spaghetti now. What have we have?
If I broke spaghetti in front of her, she'd probably be like...
I've got a chicken and gravy pie today. I think I'm having some fries with it. That's what I'm having for tea. Well, last night
I'm having something with salad.
Last night I had fish and chips, and it was delicious. Oh, I never got that thing for you. I'll have to transfer it. I think it's better. Well, yeah, I never did. Well, I've been out there. I'll have to transfer you that as well.
I was planning for you to transfer it.
Well, I'll do that in a minute, actually, once we finish an A and 10. It'd be easier, I think. Then you could just withdraw it anyway. What's stopping you withdrawing it nowadays?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You travel now. We're getting off topic. Have you seen the multiple output stream now? On here, look. JV Motorsports 2, JV Motorsport 1 backup. We can literally broadcast anywhere we like now. We've even got USON on here. I can't wait for that. We're not broadcasting now to USON, but eventually we will. Mitch Evans with a 140.951 might be covering the NASCAR on Monday from Loudon as well. If it gets rained out, I'll be covering that race as well on Monday. I don't know who with you. We'll get the team together. But that'd be fun. There is actually, me and Matthew Owens were discussing last night, would it be possible to stream all the NASCAR races next year somehow? Because some of them on the same time as IndyCar, but if we get people and plan it thoroughly, like who could do the streams and that lot, like some races USON do, some races I do, that lot, and we go in and out, we could broadcast all of the NASCARs. That is fun to say, isn't it? That'd be fun to do.
It is fun to say.
I'd like it a lot as they come through. Omi says, loved the highlights video from the Channel 4 F1 commentary box once again. So did I. I know, that was fun. We need to get a proper camera up here in the box so that, I know you see this all the time on here, but there's things like behind the scenes that nobody sees. Like, you walk into the commentary box very late sometimes and very grumpy, like now. It's all right. Who's got to commentate on an hour, 15 minutes of IndyCar later?
What shape did you get?
Not a lot, actually. I got woken up a few times. I ran about 6 hours. How much did you get? Around about 6 hours. Like, you can't even say that.
5.5.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're half an hour less.
Maybe 5. Because it takes people a while to get to sleep.
Your hair's caught in your sound card. Vern's first sector's looking quick as well, actually. It's up in the... It's a 20... Verline, look at that. Verline's taking it now. 24.773. Oh, and Vern's gone straight on. At the bottom of turn 14, he's had to
graceful,
do he's done a pirouette as well. Vern out breaking himself downhill. It's cost him. Where's Verline? He's lost it in the first sector.
Gosh, so shiny.
Let's have a look then. So he's going to come down in the hill. He'll brake, and the car just won't stop when he wants to turn in. That was... I reckon if he hadn't pulled out that overtake, the rear would have stepped out. He would have hit that wall on the exit curb.
He would have. That was graceful.
Very against gracefulness as well.
6 points.
6 points. 6 pointer, yeah. Verline, fastest first. Well, your personal best sectors 1 and 2 for Pascal here. Let's not over dramatise it here for Porsche. Flies it to the last couple of corners. Turns 17 and 18 and back into 19, the last corner. There's the old finish line. A little bit now to the new finish line, and Verline goes up into third position with a 140.939. Very respectable opening gambit. Danny Kvyat was in the rookies earlier, Megan, by the way.
Was he?
Yeah. Max Verstappen is coming to take his seat in around about an hour, as standard procedure. But actually, I just want to talk about that because it's connected to Formula E. Nick de Vries, Formula E world champion for Mercedes a couple of years ago now. Very experienced Formula E driver. Was in Formula 1, only completed 11 starts, or 10 starts in total, actually.
11 a season.
Yeah, 10 starts in total. 10 this season, 11 in total. I'm right there. But it's bye-bye, Nick de Vries. Hello, Danny Ricciardo.
And yet we kept the others.
Yeah, is that a fair decision to drop de Vries?
That's double standards.
Yeah, is it fair to drop de Vries mid-season?
No, it isn't.
Do you reckon Danny's going to suffer or be better?
I mean, Danny, though, I really think that they shouldn't have done that mid-season.
Yeah.
If they had a problem after the season ended, sure, fine. But just because you're not getting any points when
in the worst car on the grid,
when the driver got points when he raced in another car, says more about their make of car than the driver.
And it's the worst car on the grid. Yuki's results have only put him in the points twice, and that's by luck.
Exactly. And we still haven't had the summer break yet, so the cars have not been updated because everyone can update, barring Red Bull, because they've already maxed out their limit.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Well, it's the cost cap, isn't it? It's that breach of data.
They've just do you know what? We're not going to give you the chance. We're not going to give you a chance to make better on our mistakes.
Yeah. So Danny Rick's in for the rest of the season.
It's
and
nice, but it's
yeah.
not fair.
Do you think De Vries will come back to Formula E? I don't think there's a place for him really to come back into.
He might try, or he might try being a reserve driver for a bit until a spot opens up.
If it's true that Cassidy is replacing Sam Bird at Jaguar going forward for next season, and Bird doesn't go to Envision and Bird goes out of it, I could see Buemi and De Vries as a good lineup in Envision Racing. By the way, that's a nice little churn up. And of course, Sebastian Buemi was in Formula One for a long time as a Red Bull driver, actually. So thinking about it, if De Vries does end up at Envision alongside Sebastian Buemi, that is 2 failed Red Bull F1 drivers in a team together. And Buemi arguably the first one to get abandoned in the Red Bull driver program, alongside Agus Gragui and all that with
It says so
Bourdais.
much
Yeah.
about Red Bull.
Although there's a wonderful thing here that, if you think about this, are you ready for this? So Danny Ricciardo was replaced by Pierre Gasly, who was replaced by Alexander Albon, who was replaced by, are you going with this?
Yeah.
Who was replaced by Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez was replaced at Racing Point by Fernando Alonso. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. And then that put Gasly in the Alpine, and that put then De Vries in the Williams seat because Gasly goes to Williams. And then that's changed around as well. That it's just basically it's been a whole merry-go-round to get back to Danny Ricciardo.
It's like pass for parcel,
Yeah.
except pass for driver.
There's I don't know if I've saved
Pass for
it.
Aussie.
I don't know if I saved it or screenshot it. I think I might have screenshot it. I'm having a look now because it was quite funny.
The circle of life.
Yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it? No, I haven't got it. That's annoying. I thought I did, but I've got a wonderful TikTok, which is people saying, "Who wants to see Danny Ricciardo?" Christian Hunt saying, "Who wants to see Danny Ricciardo back in our car?" And they did. I need a drink.
We actually do.
Yeah.
Oh, I've only got 3 more minutes.
Oh, let's have a radio.
Jake Dennis.
Okay, mate, out push. Once you take the checker the first time, keep pushing.
So Jake
Early?
Well, checker flag's out in 3 minutes. Dennis is gone back out on the track, I believe. I'm just having a look on the timing tower. No, Jay Dennis had a lot of work done on that car, remember, and he hasn't set a lap time in this session. Let's have a look and see who has. So, Friends, Dennis and Muller are the ones who haven't set a lap time in this session. 20, 21 and 22. That's an interesting little combination there.
I better get a move on.
Friends has done sector times, so has Muller. Dennis hasn't. Next.
That's very confusing to why they've just not gone out, not even tried. Like, can't you just take like a little walk around or drive around? Stroll. Nice
Stroll.
little- Yeah, stroll around.
I'm sure we'll see what the problem is coming soon. As here comes... oh, look at that. Van Dorn first sector time. Second sector time's good. Van Dorn's up to the line. Does Stoffel improve? Only 6th.
He's an anticlimactic person,
Yeah,
and
he
yet
is,
he
isn't he?
always gets the fan boost.
Every single race. But Fan
Literally,
Boost has
think-
gone, by the way.
I think he rigged it.
Yeah. He had the record, did he? Was it 39 races? Something like that?
Time,
And then
2
I
minutes
missed-
of the session remaining. Slot in behind Andre. But make sure we leave a gap. Try and stay ahead of him. He's on energy next.
Omi says, I've never heard Tom Brooks before. Going to be excited to see how he does. Tom Brooks is an amazing commentator. I'm very excited to hear him later. But, yeah, I don't think...
Popularity contest.
I don't think Van Dorn ever didn't have a fan boost when it was in.
He must have. If he didn't have the fan boost, I bet it would have been like a dog getting its bone taken away from
Yeah.
it. Just like, what am I meant to do now? It's like, I based everything on this.
Do you know, ever since he lost that fan boost, he hasn't been having good races. Do you know that? That's quite funny. Because fan boost hasn't been in this season. So, yeah, it's quite funny.
He's gonna go to them at the end of the season. It's like, please, I'll pay you. I'll pay the extra money.
This is Dennis. Look at the bump, ready? In the middle part of the track, the camera's going to break up. Oh. And then you've got to hit the brakes immediately. These things aren't easy to stop either in electric cars. They are so hard on the brakes. You've got to go bang, straight down the front.
He went too late.
Yeah.
Both times.
It's nice to have you in the box for Formula E. You haven't been here this year, I don't think.
No, I have not.
No, because Mexico, Mark Preston, Nick Homewood, Ed Hunter. Saudi Arabia was Tom.
And I've had...
Ed.
I had...
Nick. Yeah. Nick was last time out in Jakarta. And then, no, Nick was Jakarta. Ed was back in Portland with Adam. But yeah, nice to have you back for... You always do one a year, don't you? Somewhere
At
around.
least.
Yeah, at least one Formula E a year. And this is your one Formula E a year? Ed will be hopefully with us on Sunday. Yeah, he's not sure yet, so that's going to be fun. You're with... Yeah, but at least we've got yellow flags out, by the way, but checker flags out, so Verline's going to look good.
And
But...
yellow.
Yeah, that was down at turn 7. So, oh, hello, it's the 33. It's Dan Ticktum. Dan Ticktum has gone slow as Verline tops the session.
Oh, so it's complaining actually was meaning something.
139.632. Verline must have turned it up to full power mode as the yellow flag is out on the track down at turn 7. I think Dan Ticktum has locked up and gone straight on, but that's going to spoil everyone's lap times.
Still moving again.
I'm having a look at him. He's down here. Oh, he's got going. Here we go. Hello,
we go.
hello. There's another one in there. Car 4. That's
they
Robin
were-
Frines.
They must have spun each other off.
Yeah. Can we get Frines going? No, Frines is
No.
still there.
He must have gone into the barrier or something.
And we got a 17 off. No, that's okay. No, down turn 12. Another one off. So that's Norman Nato now at turn 12. So
Do you pick the end of a session to do this?
we've got Frines moving again. So he's got... Oh, look. Oh, my word. 1 seat for lunch, says Mitch Evans. Well, who's Evans being held up by? Can't quite tell. Is it one of the McLarens? No, it's a Mahindra. Oh, and Evans is really angry. Do that one more time, he says, as they come over to the start line.
He almost took him off.
And the fingers are going out too across the line. I'm trying to see who it is on the timing screen, but
If you're in Italy, swear like an Italian.
it's Roberto Meri. It's not Degrassi because he's behind, so it's Roberto Meri who is with Mitch Evans. And Evans going to go around the outside. But we're in a yellow flag zone, remember. So that's going to be... Oh, dear me. There's Ticktum. He's got going again. Frines has got going again too. But we've got the car 17 of Norman Nato who has stopped at turn 12. Now we've got a yellow out that part of the track too. So,
Can they stop stopping?
yeah, it's all drama at the end of this opening practice session for the Hankook Romy Prix. And, yeah, practice starts may be allowed to do, but we've got Nato off at 17. So we're live all weekend on Twitch for Formula E and the IndyCar Series. Practice and qualifying for IndyCar will be live here on JB Motorsports 2. And Formula E live all weekend on JB Motorsports 2 with uploads to the main YouTube channel. And the IndyCar Grand Prix of Toronto will be live back on the main YouTube channel, JB Motorsports. And, of course, here on Twitch. Basically, it's just, we're all on Twitch all the time now.
Yeah.
There'll be like a couple of things like when there's 2 streams on at once. Practice starts have been cancelled. So the drivers have now been told to go back to the pit lane. So practice starts have been cancelled. Presumably because they're all over the place on the track. They don't know where they need to go.
And the fact that
Nato.
there's a crash.
Yeah. So practice starts have been cancelled. Well, there is turn 12. It's not blocked. So what's happened to Nato? Has he just come to a stop before he's turned in? Really strange thing going on. We haven't even seen it, but he's stopped. Let's have a Verline.
Used to that from Jakarta.
P1 by 2.5 tenths.
Yeah, Sam Bird jumped up to second as well, 1:39.904. So there's only 2 drivers into the sub 1 minute 40 times, into the 1:39s. Bird's exactly a tenth faster than Mortara there. 1:39.904, 1:40.004.
Oh, it should have been 007.
I know, I was just saying 007. Got Quantum of Solace to watch at some point.
What, today?
Not today, no.
I was going to say.
Sunday, probably. No, Monday. Monday, probably.
No.
Sorry, I haven't got anywhere to go or anything to do. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is Mitch Evans. Ahead of him is Roberto Meri. This is coming into 16, 17, 18 complex, passing the Parisian sections. And what's going on here? So Evans is completely blocked by Meri. But where can Meri go? Meri can't go anywhere.
On his merry way.
And look, there's the finger from Evans. Just 1 seat for lunch, please. Thank you very much. He's not happy with that. He was completely annoyed.
And then he almost made him
There's
crash.
another finger. I think he gave him the finger about 3 times. There it is again, look. Yeah, it's about 3 times, isn't it? He gave him that finger. Evans will get a warning here for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Ah, the Lando Norris punishment.
Yeah. It's all right, David Coulthard can call Michael Schumacher a word beginning with a W. But, you know, you can't do anything like that. France 2000, Schumacher gave him a dive bomb and David put his hand out the car and mimed it to him. That was hilarious. So that's it. Session's over then. NATO stopped on the track. They've cancelled it. Evans is under investigation for a technical infringement. So what has Evans done? He's not had a good session, has he, in that Jaguar? Really embarrassing.
He's not happy.
No, he's not. Mitch Evans then, that's it done. Norman NATO has stopped on the track at turn 12, so the practice starts have been cancelled as the rest of the cars come back in here for the Rome Prix. I can't wait until we're just back on the main channel because then we can just say live.
Yeah.
Right, this is the Envision of Nick Cassidy down at turn 3. He's locked up and gone straight on and had to do a 360 to come back around like we've been seeing all day. He's on the way to the Vatican. That's actually the direction, but he's coming against the traffic there.
He's just like, I've got something to do.
Start line and finish line, of course, segregated here by a couple of corners. Start line on the one down to turn 4, finish line exit turn 19.
When everyone else is trying to go to finish line, he's like, I'm on my way to Mass. See you later.
Straight on. And that's, hello, so that is Frines going straight on, and Tictum joined him. Tictum got confused about where he needed to go and just followed Frines in. Well, that's a, we haven't seen what happened to Norman NATO, have we? That's a, we haven't seen that accident. There is Sete Camera and Roberto Murray shaking hands. Thought they were going to go walking hand in hand down towards the weighbridge there,
So
did you?
did I.
Yeah.
It's like, on our merry way.
Literally. I think I'll settle for that. The camera was there too. And we've got to stop with these puns. So, the drivers... And there's Roberto Murray now having an argument with Mitch Evans in the weighbridge area.
A very happy argument, it seems like.
Is Evans going to punch Murray? No, Murray gives him a little tap on the back and a little smile.
He literally lives up to his name. He is very merry.
Is Evans... Yeah, he is. And Evans is still furious with him. He's gestating.
It's rather than hold hands going down the thing.
Yeah, he's calling him an idiot now, and he's walking away. Evans looks about as happy as a child who's come down and found there's no birthday or Christmas presents. Roberto Murray, however, looks like he's nicked them all. Right, end of the first session then here for the Rome Prix. It is Pascal Wehrlein the fastest at 1:39.632. Sam Bird is second. Eduardo Mortaro third. Sebastian Buemi fourth. Mitch Evans is fifth. Jean-Eric Verne sixth. Norman NATO is seventh. Maximilian Gunther is eighth. Sasha Fenestraz is ninth. And Antonio Felix da Costa rounds out the top 10. On the second half of the page, Stoffel Van Dorn takes it to 11th with Jake Hughes 12th. Nick Cassidy is 13th. Sergio Sete Camera 14th. Dan Tickton 15th. Rene Rast is 16th. Andre Lotterer 17th. Jake Dennis 18th. Lucas de Grassi 19th. Roberto Murray is 20th. Robin Frines 21st. And Nico Muller is 22nd. Well, the teams will get hard to work now because tomorrow morning at 7:10 a.m. British Summer Time is when the action resumes for Practice 2 of the Formula E World Championship. Next up here on JB Motorsports 2 and on Twitch Live is IndyCar. 1 hour, 15 minutes of the first practice session. That's coming away at 8 o'clock tonight. I'll be in the comms box for that as well. Hopefully we'll have some interviews, so I'm not talking throughout all of it, but that's going to be a lot of fun. And, Megan, you'll be back with us for qualifying tomorrow at 9:35. That'll be here on Twitch and JB Motorsports 2.
Who wakes up at this time?
I know. And then the race tomorrow underway, 1:45, green light at 2:03 British Summer Time, all live on JB Motorsports 2 and on Twitch with full uploads to the main YouTube channel. Well, my thanks to you, Megs. What did you make of that first session?
Good.
Could be better tomorrow.
I hope for a lot more crashing.
Okay, well, my thanks to you, Megan. My thanks to all of you at home for watching as well. We'll see you tomorrow when Formula E returns to the Rome Prix for free practice 2. 45-degree track temperature right now. Tomorrow morning, they'll be lucky if it's into the top 10. Bye-bye.